Hello everybody, welcome back. This is EonShiKeno. I'm going to cast a game here on Zell Naga Caverns between NEXLife. He is our Zerg player, red Zerg player down here in the bottom left part of the map, and his opponent, Ares, blue Terran player in the top right. This is from the Korean server, a ladder match. And sorry I do not have any statistics to show you from Wikipedia because these players do not have, guess they're not cool enough. They haven't won anything yet, so maybe in the future. Until then, we're just going to be ladder monsters tearing it up. So Ares is going to go for a wall off. Ooh, almost put that supply depot in the wrong spot. That would have been terrible. I have lost a game or two from messing up a wall off and then 10 Zerglings run in. You're like, really? Really? Never a good day. Never a start of a good ladder session to just mess up a wall in. So anyways, Ares sending that Overlord probably to the middle of the map. Hanging out over here, check an eye on that stuff. Second Overlord going out. Hasn't built anything yet. Maybe going to go for a pool. Gas. Hatchery. We will find out. Finishing, still working on that wall there with that barracks. And we're going to see whether or not he's going to go for a gas pretty soon. What is Ares going to do? He's going to have to throw down gas or... Yep, there goes the gas right there. I was going to say it's gas or an expansion. Not too many other options. Of course, you could skip the expansion. Just go for more barracks. Go for 2 barracks opening, of course, but... usually it's gas, no gas. I mean, that's pretty much binary, one or the other. And speaking of one or the other, we've got a hatchery down here at the expansion. So Life, it's got a second hatchery going up. Excuse me. And going for a gas early, gas before pool. So he definitely wants to get that gas out there. Maybe going to go for some speedlings, maybe for some roaches. I don't know. We'll see. So Orbital now morphing in there. Send him some dudes to the gas and going to get a Marine coming out here and going to go scouting with an SCV. You don't really have to scout too fast on this map, especially if you're Terran, just because it's a pretty close spawning distance, and you know you don't have to worry about being walled off. And the only thing you really are looking for is do they have an expansion, and do they have roach horn? That's about it. So, and oh, he's gonna throw down a bunker there. It's gonna increase the property value of NEXLife's base over here. So that Overlord is going to quickly try to get out of the way. He does see this. There's Marines on the way, so we're just going to have a little light pressure here. 1 barracks. And it looks like he's going to transition this into a factory hellion place. So this bunker, this is going to be pretty half-hearted. I really don't see him continuing this. Maybe he's going to walk another bunker here just to try and be annoying. Maybe try and focus the Zerg player to worry about that and maybe slack on their macro. I mean, that happens to me sometimes in some intense micro situations. Yeah, he's just selling it and getting out of town. He's just like, you know what? That was a bad idea, I guess. So, selling the bunker, but now it's with the newest patch. He doesn't get all that money back, so he lost 25 minerals there. So it's kind of a waste. So this guy's heading back home, just taking the left side all the way around. He was looking for some Overlords to get a free kill, but sadly, no free kills for him. Oh, here we go. Oh, actually got a tech lab, so we're not going to have Hellions. And he's building a command center. So a 1 Marine opening. Starting his second gas. Mule, I do not know what that mule was doing there. Hopefully that mule was not idle the whole time. That would have been terrible. So Zerglings out roaming around. Must be nice and free. They hatched out of that larva, now they're already running around. Those guys just develop so fast. Right from the egg, straight out running around, killing things. Speed just about finished, and actually we do have Hellions coming out, but he's going to go for a pre-igniter build, so just Hellions with pre-igniter. You're going to have the blue flame. They should really just change it to blue flame. I mean, everybody calls it blue flame. You call it pre-igniter if you're anal, I guess, like me, and you just want to call things the way they're called, but I don't know, I like blue flame too, so maybe Blizzard will patch and just call it blue flame. That would be pretty cool. So, Orbital. Transforming into an orbital there with that expansion. Probably fly it out there as soon as he starts harassing. We'll probably transfer this expansion as soon as these Hellions go out and do some harassing at the same time. And another factory, so it looks like Ares is going to go for a mech play. And Life is actually going to take out these destructible rocks over here on the right and set up a base over here to make his third right here. Interesting spot. A lot of Zerg players sometimes prefer to take the gold depending on the situation, but yeah, it looks like he's going to prefer to take the spot over there on the right. And Blue Flame is just about done. Still hasn't started teching up to a layer yet. Get about 55 supply. It's starting some creep tumors, and there goes his third. So Hellions are going to come down. They're going to pick off that Zergling. So now Life knows the Hellions are on the way. He's going to have to defend this. He's going to have to block that ramp. He's going to have to do all kinds of good stuff here. And he's quickly running over there to block the ramp. He's got Hellions. He's got Queens. He needs to keep those Zerglings back. Let the Queens tank as long as possible. Deal some damage to those Hellions. And Ares has some pretty good control so far. Not really overcommitting. Just trying to, deal a little bit of damage. And he's getting that Queen pretty low. Don't want to get that Queen off the creep. That is just that guy's just going to die. Need to stay on the creep, that way you can micro back and forth away from the Hellions and not have to worry about taking extra hits when you decide to run away. So that attack really didn't solve, or actually didn't accomplish much for Ares. Maybe caused Life some, I don't know, some macro moves, but mostly just weakened him up a little bit. But Ares, like I said, going for an expansion, setting that expansion up right when he was planning on going for harassing. He's got some, actually, what is this? Another factory. So, yeah, full on mech play. And actually, Zergling's going to get a run by. He needs to raise that. Raise it, raise it. No, he didn't run up there. Oh, no, he saw it too late. So, those Zerglings had such a chance to go in there and just be a pain in the ass. But no, those guys aren't going to actually get much accomplished there. And, oh, he had such a chance to do it. And Ares, man, both players made a little bit of a mistake there. So, I guess they break even, Both players make a mistake. Even. So, Ares is going to go try and do some more harassing with these Hellions. And I'm going to see, has he even scouted down here? He hasn't scouted down there. He needs to scout down there. He's got the Hellions. He's got those fast little buggies. And he can run all over the place. So we have some tanks. What is he going to do? Is he going to go for a 3 Hellion 2? What is this? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. The Zerg player, what does he have for, as far as units go? He's got 15 Zerglings. He does have siege finish, so he's just scanning, taking out some creep tumors. Is he going to fall back after he kills this creep tumor? We'll see. Probably a smart idea would be to fall back. Yep, looks like he's going to fall back, just doing a little bit of damage, but that was kind of risky. I don't know about that. So we got an Overseer here in the middle. Oh, actually, getting rid of that factory. Doesn't want any Hellions to come out. He's going to have his minerals build up just a little bit. Another command center being built. Third down here for Life. Getting pretty good saturation there. Hasn't started any gas yet. Spinecrawler going up, of course, to defend against any Hellions. There's a lot of Hellions coming out, and this base is going to get toasted. Well done, Zerglings, serving them up. That's special today. Life's paying. And some drones are going to get hooked here. Pretty good reaction time there by Life. Actually, no, he's going to go back. He's just trying to get in here and get his surround, but no, they just die so fast. There's just so many Hellions, and he's just cooking all these drones. And the Roaches are too late to the party, and he just lost a lot of drones. Workers killed 14. Ouch. Total harvester count 45 versus 55, so the Zerg player is still in the lead even after losing quite a few drones. So NEXLife doing a pretty good job with his macro. But I have to say, Ares has done some pretty good harassment so far. You definitely don't want to overcommit with your Hellions, and I think he should probably actually go back and repair those guys up. He's going to go in for another round, or maybe just attack. Oh, actually, is that in range? Can those Hellions hit from there? I don't know if the Hellion can hit from here to here. I haven't tried that yet. We'll see. Looks like he's going to give it a shot, but Life is quickly pulling away there, and he's going to come in from behind. There's Zerglings on the other side of this, on the other side, and the Roaches there. He doesn't see it. It's a trap. It's a trap. That's my worst Akbar impression ever. Oh wow, actually the Hellion does hit from over there. Kind of makes sense. It's not that far, but yeah, sorry about that. That was my. I need to prep my impressions so the next time they're a little bit better. You kind of have to like stutter and just kind of mumble your words to get that down. I'll work on that. So Roach is heading out here. Looks like Life is going to go for a 4th base, setting up some more gas. Has an infestation pit down here. So he's got Roach, even a macro hatchery. Queen over here going back and forth. She's on double duty and doing some spawn larvae here on both of those hatcheries. And what do we got over here? Overseer once again going to come in and do some gooping and contaminate. He's been doing a pretty good job with this. Earlier he came in, did a little bit. I don't know if it was too effective considering he wasn't building anything out of any of them, so we'll see. Maybe he'll go for an upgrade this time. Actually, no upgrade's going yet. So pathogen glands on the way, so our Zerg player is going to have a Roach, Zergling, Infestor combination against our Terran going mostly mech. Yep, actually all mech. He's made 1 Marine. Actually, he's made a couple more. Those guys are sneaking in here. They're going back and forth in between this bunker. And uh-oh, Nidus Worm. Nidus Worm, does he see this? Oh, he does not see that. That's barely in vision. What does he got in the pipes? What are in the pipes? Where's the Nidus Worm at? Where's this Nidus Worm at? Thing is the craziest thing ever. Okay, anyway, here we go. Roaches are out. He's going to take out that tech lab. He's not going to be able to make tanks out of there anymore. And does he see it? Yes, he's now coming back to his base. Ares is going to have to defend this. And wow, he's going to lose a factory really late on the lifting there, but it looks like it's going to be saved anyway. Roaches can easily fall back and hide back in that Nidus room. I don't know if he wants to continue the pressure here. He can always, yes, he did take out the missile turret so he can burrow. Good job burrowing there. Actually going to be forced to use a scan, unburrow. Oh, actually they all died. So, not going to get out of there. It looks like we had a counterattack over here on the left. Actually, nope. Decided that Planetary Fortress is pretty big and bad. And with those beady eyes, look at those beady eyes. I guess you would call the guns the eyes, or this would be the eyes. I don't know. I kind of look at them like these pointy parts, the gun holes of the eyes, personally. Actually, more roaches harassing over here, just kind of be generally annoying. And Ares did a pretty decent job of defending that. Didn't lose too many, started too many buildings. Lost a factory. Actually, no, he repaired it, saved the factory. Just lost tech lab, lost a missile turret. So not too much going on there. A little bit of harass, just kind of messing around with the Terran player, keeping him on his toes. You got to keep those Terran players on their toes. Don't let them sit back and just get lazy. Now, where's he going to go with these roaches? There are missile turrets everywhere. Yeah, actually, he's got pretty good coverage here, so I don't know where these roaches are going to go. Life may just be sacrificing his pretty soon. I don't know what he's going to do here. We're going to see. He's just getting in position to go for an attack. He's out of vision there. Yep, he's out of vision there, so he cannot see that. So if the Ares decides to push out, he could get jumped. That could be a bad deal for sure. Spire on the way, and one sacrificial roach is going to go out there and poke. See how far Ares can see. So he's like, okay, this is the point where I do not want to go past because I will die. So he's got a good idea of the range that he can, the line he cannot cross, the line in the sand. And Life is just going to go, crawling back base. So Ares is building up quite a big tank army, and +2 for his mech upgrade. Attack is just about finished. He's got some Thors coming out, and this is just going to be a huge mech army supply. 169 versus 192. Ares has 2 armor upgrades, 1 attack upgrade. I think I like the attack upgrades better, especially against when you're versus mech, just because mech just does so much damage that the 1 extra armor I don't know if is effective as opposed to a +1 attack. But Greater Spire up, being built, and actually Zergling's picking off some units over here on the left. This Zerg player's all over the place. Actually, oops, guys, too many guys there, 4 on there. Oops! And these Zerglings are going to try to go around the back, but he is blocked off here. Let's see if he's going to be able to get in, just maybe do a little bit of harassing. Got some roaches over here just poking, just picking off some missile turrets. This Zerg player's all over the place. He's going to take out some supply depots. Nope, he's going to siege up, and he's going to repair that in plenty of time. Yeah! Oh, that was so close. That supply. Oh, no, not close enough. Gets taken out that tank. This guy's getting some kills, killing some supply depots, friendly fire there. And these roaches, just 2 roaches poking up here, kills a missile turret. Nice job. Nice job. And he's got some SCVs repairing. Those guys are going to have to back up. Tanks are in range, and boom, there go the roaches. Boom goes the dynamite. I don't know what that saying is from, but I've heard it before. And slow pushing up here with this missile turrets, he has to watch out for those roaches. So Ares doing a really nice job of this slow tank push of mech. And maybe we'll see Life go for another Nidus canal. Actually, Nidus run. Maybe not. There's a tank up there in position. So nice funnel growth up there on the Hellions. They still have that +2 attack upgrade is done. But we do have Adrenal Glands and 8 Broodlords on the way. And what does Ares have for AA? He's got like 4 Thors. Oh, I don't know if that's going to be enough. This is going to be close. Here come the Broodlords. He's got roaches. He's got infestors. He's going to try and take this out. Muta coming out is going to whale away on this gold base. And Broodlords now just raining broodlings from the sky, and those Thors are going to have to do their job. They're going to have to do what they're paid to do, and that's kill Broodlords. And that's about all they're signed up to do right now. There are way too many Broodlords. Oh, now we got the Vikings showing up just in the nick of time. This is a pretty close fight. Looks like all the Thors are taking all the hits. And the Broodlords, this might be enough. Oh, no, oh, no, no. Roach now showing up. He's going to get a fungal on there. Yeah. Oh, actually, he's not cutting it. Yeah, he's just going to go up there and kill him. So picking off all those tanks on the retreat. Ares is in a full retreat. Vikings getting plenty of pot shots all over the place. And this Zerg player is 181 supply versus 133 for Ares. Another fungal goes right there on top of those tanks. Oh, wow. Maybe way too many Vikings. Look at that Viking overproduction. And he's really far behind here. And these roaches are just walking up here, chopping stuff up, mowing down all these tanks in the row. Hellion's not going to be too terribly effective. Vikings just killing stuff left and right over here. Just a huge area. Look at this. This is such a cluster. Fuck. And, oh, wow. Look at this. This Zerg player just pushing up here through the middle, taking out everything, just gutting the Terran player. Supply 173 versus 107. And the Terran player now has the air dominance, of course, but the Zerg player owns the ground and underneath the ground, too. So that's 2 points for the Zerg player and 1 point for the Terran player. If these imaginary points just I make up, they matter. Now pulling the probes, or sorry, SCVs, that's not going to work. Those guys have 2 armor, 1 attack upgrade. He's going to have to land those Vikings. He has a lot of Vikings. Where did all these Vikings come from? The +3 is just now finishing for the mech. And unfortunately, that doesn't work for Vikings, even though they're pretty mechanical if you ask me. And just sacrificing SCVs. Look at the harvester count dropping to 31. Vikings are now going to be able to take out those roaches probably pretty quickly. He can take out that missile turret. He's going to be forced throwing some scans and more roaches coming up in here, and just constant pressure. And this Zerg player is just completely gutted this Terran player. And he's probably going to lose the rest of these roaches, but he's just so far ahead at this point. A supply up 100 at this point. And Ares, it seems like his unit composition just wasn't good enough. Life is just chomping away here. Maybe did he lift that base up, or did he just lose it? Maybe, I don't know, where'd that base even go? I guess he killed it. Tanks now bring down the other 3 attack upgrades. He's going to clean this up. More tanks coming up, but it's just going to be way too much. Look at all these roaches. More reinforcements coming. Look at the production. 8 Hydra coming out. He's on 4 base. Actually, not just 3. This one is kind of long distance mining, so let's give him 3.5 bases. And he's going to be retreating. This one guy's going to head on back home. He's had a day. It's 5 o'clock. Time to go home. He needs to go all the way home because he's going to die as soon as his missile turret. He hasn't clocked out yet, and he's about to check out, if you know what I'm saying. That guy is going to be toast. Let's zoom in for this sweet action right here. Plus 3 tanks. A whole bunch of 5 tanks going to go later. But looks like the Zerg player is going to get his revenge. A lot of roaches pushing over here on the right, taking out missile turrets as they go. Zerglings with adrenal gland upgrades, but 2 armor also. And they're just hanging out here, and he's taking the map over. Look at this base on the right, base on the left. A sensor tower is going to see the inevitable death incoming. Look at that. That's not something to see as a Terran player. Like red stuff going all over the place. He's like, oh no, I don't even have that many dots of SCVs. I'm in trouble. He's got some Vikings still, but that's not really effective. He doesn't have any Broodlords at this point, and those Vikings are just going to get sacrificed to the Hydralisks. And Roach is going to get a little too close there, actually. Wow, those tanks do some serious damage. 65 damage versus armored, and what is that? 6 tanks there. Actually, no, 7. Need to learn how to count. Zerglings coming from back, trying to do some more harassment. Supply depot's back in action. Wall is up. Tanks now, working on that back. And, wow, he's got... Where did all these tanks come from? Seriously. These tanks are just getting insane numbers right now. What is that? 3 factories with tech labs, so he's making 3 tanks. Actually, he's got a 4th tank here, and that's... Oh, here was where all those Vikings came from. So he's got a lot of production. He can deal with the Broodlords if he has to. Uh-oh. Ultralisk's coming out. Nidus Worm, there it is, over here on the right, popping up. Roach is going to come in here, try and take out some more factories, try and slow down the production, but supply 197 versus 118. Zerg player is going to have a lot of bases, and ooh, he loses plenty of factory. That's going to slow down his production. He's going to try and get up here in the face of all those hellions. There's a lot of Hydralisks now showing up, and tanks just dealing so much damage. Look at all those roaches and Hydra just evaporate. He's only lost a couple tanks so far, so this trade, I think, definitely went in favor of Ares as far as cost efficiency. Let's check out the units lost tab. Zerg player lost more units, more resources, but of course, I'm pretty sure he's mined more this game. Let's check out the spending. Oh, scratch that. Ultralisks are in town. They're going to have a say. But man, they drop so fast. Look at those tanks. He just has so many tanks. He doesn't even need to siege. Those tanks deal so much damage so quickly. And this Nidus Worm needs to go the other direction. Zergling's going to do pretty well against those tanks. But no, they're just dying way too fast. He has so many tanks. Look at this. Taking out the Nidus Worm. He did slow down the production a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. He's got 1 base mining. He has 1 base mining here. He's going to be transferring over here, so he's going to be on 2 bases, while the Zerg player is going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. Soon to be 4 bases. Speaking of impressions, I need to work on my Sesame Street count. Impression, my counting thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Mutalisks are out. Zerglings are out. Wow, finally with the +1 upgrade. And, oh, just in time, Thor coming out to deal with these Mutalisks. I don't know if he saw the actual Mutalisks coming out, or if he just has the inkling for some Thors. He's like, you know what, I already got like 75 tanks. Maybe I should get some AA. So Zerglings and Mutalisks going to go do some harassing. What does he have up here to defend with? He's got a missile turret and a bunker. Let's see how he's going to do here. Those 4 Marines, they're all dead. But if Thors are showing up, and Vikings, these Mutalisks, oh, he's going to magic box him. Oh, quick, nice repair there. He's going to get a repair on that Thor. He's bringing, oh, so many SCVs, and this repair is going to go down. He's going to save it. He's going to lose all these Mutalisks. He's losing some SCVs there, but no, the Terran player holds that, and he's going to lose a couple tanks, but he's just sacrificing so many Mutalisks. That did not go well for Life. Life is, oh wow, this is the Terran players clawing this back. I didn't think this was going to be happening, but I thought that was going to be game over. But Life has made some pretty poor battle decisions so far, and the Terran mech has just been extremely cost effective, and that's what he's going to have to continue to do to keep the game alive for himself. Doors. Look at that. Ultra's on the way. I don't know if I like the Ultra upgrades. Ultra's may be pretty good if he goes in for another Nidus, but no, he's got this covered. No Nidus Worm going to come up here. He's got plenty of mining going on. We could check back to the harvest count. 71 versus 44. While the numbers are pretty dramatic, the supplies, or sorry, the income is only different by about 400 supply there, or sorry, 400 minerals. Gas is about a little bit more dramatic. Still favoring the Zerg player, so Zerg player is still ahead, but not sure what he's going to go with here. If this turns into a war of attrition, this Terran player may actually win this. We'll see. Hellion's going to come here, roast some more Zerglings, and oh, yes, yes, yes. Didn't even kill the Hellion. 5 kills on this guy. Those guys are racking up the kills. They're having a competition. And he's going to focus on the tech labs, kill the tech labs, slow down the production, but that will slow down the tank production, but he already has so many tanks out at this point. I don't really know if that's affecting him that much. He already has some units in production there, so you will see actually another factory over here, so he's just making factories all over the place. Still has that Greater Spire, making some more Vikings, so the Terran player getting a pretty good mix of units. A couple Hellions just to deal with the Zerglings. The hit and run Zerglings. He's got the tanks to deal with basically everything on the ground. Thors and Vikings to deal with the air units. Some drone transfers going over here to the left side. Gonna set up some extractors to get some more gas. He has a lot of Ultralisks and some Mutalisks, and it looks like he's going to be on the way with some more Mutalisks. One Infestor. I think some more Infestors would be definitely useful in the army, considering Neural Parasite, Fungal Growth. I think that type of adding to his unit composition would definitely favor versus this really heavy mech play that is almost consistently armored, except for just a couple of Hellions, which of course aren't armored. They're light, but all the mech, all the Vikings, all the siege tank, and even also just the you can pop up, throw down some Infested Terran, make the Terran player have to focus fire with their siege tanks. So maybe we'll see some more Infested, or sorry, what am I going to try? Infestors coming out. So now we have a Mutalisk Harass, going to take out some more factories, and man, life just is completely anti-factory, I gotta say. And, oh, almost takes out that Mutalisk, but it is going to get away. This looks like this Thor is just going to stay over here and keep an eye on this base. He's going to take out that central tower. Tired of letting him see what's happening. He's going to fall back, but they're wow, these Ultralisks are extremely upgraded. 4 armor upgrade, 2 attack upgrade. So is that one Infestor right there. Kind of would like to see some more. We'll see. Hey, he's got these bases going, but man, his economy is doing really well. Mutalisk is going to try and poke around here, but he's got a pretty sealed base. No armor upgrades for this. He's even getting the strike cannon upgrade and +3 Terran vehicle plating. Don't see that every day, that's for sure. But this is kind of the way you have to play mech, is you just have to play it really slow, really methodical, be extremely efficient, and just it's hard to do. I've tried it myself. It's a really hard build to do personally. I find mech really hard to play as Terran. But Ares is kind of making it work. You just kind of have to, in some situations, hope that the Zerg player just, overreacts and makes the wrong composition of units and really loses their army for no beneficial gain. So base count wise, look at this. I mean, life has, most of everything. And Ares is going to go for an attack. Looks like he's about 200 supplies, so where is he going to go? Work on this base here, and there's nothing to defend these. These drones are going to get cooked. They're going to get cooked. He's going to have to micro those the area he is. He's going to start roasting some drones. But look at this. Look at this minerals up here. Actually, scratch the minerals. We have a big attack. Ultras are on the path. They're stomping across the map. Ultras are over there. They're taking out Planetary Fortress for some reason. He's not doing anything. He's just mining some gas. Banelig's going to be blowing up some stuff. Not really necessary, but why not? Hellion's over here killing Zerglings. Oh, Ultralists are fighting them off. Get out of here. Got to protect my drone buddies. Get a lot of kills. Look at that guy. 15 kills. He's all beat up. And I'm not sure what he's going to do with this command center. Maybe float it over here to the left. Not quite sure. And we will see. I'm going to check the units lost again. Wow, look at the resources spent. That is pretty insane. Production tab. Actually going to have +3 attack upgrades. So the upgrades are doing pretty well for both players. And it looks like as Ares going to push up here, where is he going to go? I'm kind of anticipating him pushing over here to left, sealing this base off, and just moving to this side of the map, holding this mineral patch, but he just has a huge mech army. This is going to be pretty tough. He does have a lot of Ultralisks, but I think he's coming from a flank. Oh, tanks are not sieged, but it really doesn't matter. You just do so much damage to take out those Ultralisks. Bailing's not sure what they're going to do. Kind of use nice fungal growth. Tanks sieging, Ultralisks just chomping everything away. There are a lot of Thors over here in the back, and those Ultralisks are just falling so quickly. Just a couple there still, but look at all the Thors left. The Thors aren't even scratched, and the Ultralisks are all dead. And now the Terran player is got a huge mech army still, mostly Thor with a couple tanks in the back. But look at this, 114 Zerglings and about 10 Ultralisks on the way. Is this going to be enough? I think this is going to be the very last attack here. This is going to make it or break it for the Terran player. If the Terran player does not win right here, I don't think he's going to have enough resources to or just time to rebuild his army. There are so many Thor though. Let's see what 120 Zerglings can do. That's what 120 Zerglings looks like. They're on the way. 9 Ultralisks coming out still. This is gonna. He's just remaxed already. And he's losing some hatcheries here. Here come all the Zerglings. Thor's going to try and do as much as possible. Tanks need to kill those Zerglings. Ultralisks just chewing through there. Broodlings coming out from the hatchery. Oh, wow, nice. On top of these, doing the, what the hell is that thing? I can't remember, but wow, cleaned it up in the GG. Ares GG's it out there. And NEXLife cleans up that little mess that he calls a Terran mech army. Let's get out of my base. My 3/3 Zerglings with adrenal gland upgrades. My Ultralisks with 5 armor, 3 attack upgrades. He just cleaned that up, and he might, you know, I think that counterattack was a little too aggressive here, because let's look at the situation. Our Zerg player was basically mined out here. He had this base, and then his opponent had this base. So what would he have gained by attacking? Of course, you could, you know, you attack, you win. Of course, that's a bonus, but I think the mech just favors playing really slow, steady, and I mean, the only reason he came back into the game is just because Life just kept attacking, and just giving away units, sacrificing units to Ares, and Ares was taking them. But I think Ares made a critical mistake there right at the very end, and after he completely destroyed that fight, I think he just underestimated Life's ability to just produce a ton of Zerg units all at once, and he had so many macro hatcheries. He had a ton of minerals. I think he had about 6,000 minerals at one point, so he just completely remaxed and crushed that Terran mech army on that attack. So maybe if he would have, you know, not attacked, cleared up this base, and then, you know, went for a more longer-term game with the mech, try to be really cost-efficient and try to play it really slow, I think that may have been a better play for him. But anyways, that was a really cool game. Ares just kept it going, and some nice mech play there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to check out my YouTube page, youtube.com/EonShiKeno. Subscribe. I just post a new build order tutorial for Protoss versus Terran. It's a 3 gateway fast expand with DTs. Pretty good build. I worked on it with Time Lord, so much thanks goes to him. That's it for me. See everybody later.